Now a century old, the All-Star by Converse is considered to be the birth of basketball trainers. In 1921, Chuck Taylor was brought on board, and 10 years after that, the All-Star Chuck Taylors were created. Fast forward 17 years, and the biggest trainer rivalry was born. Brothers Adolf and Rudolf Dassler parted their ways to form their own companies, Adidas and Puma. The sneaker culture didn't really blow up until '85, and that's when the Air Jordan 1s were released to the public. That year, the Jordan brand made over $100 million. In '86, Run DMC dropped My Adidas, and that cemented them into the trainer culture. It's ingrained on people since then more and more, and to some, it's more than just a shoe.
I've always been into trainers really, because my uncle used to live with us when I was younger, and he used to work for JD and he used to come on with just mad Creps. And my first ever trainers that I properly got into were the Nike Shocks. I had about 3 different colourways, and they were my pride and joy when I was little. And from there really, I just got into trainers. I've had mad different types, Y3s, Lanvin, obviously got the Rafts. It's just pure comfort really. I just find what's ever comfy and whatever looks good and what people don't have, and I just go from there. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a sec, because it's quite a hard choice really. It's hard to say for favourite pair. Like Stan Smith's probably my favourite pair. It's just a clean trainer you can wear with everything. Jeans, trousers, sweats, whatever you want. But if I was to bring a trainer back that I'd probably rock every day, it'd probably be a Shock. Nike Shocks. It's just mad comfy and they just look good. I don't know, it's weird man. It comes from just myself really. I just find whatever feels comfy for me and whatever looks good, and I just wear that. I'm not like that hyped on mad brands. I could go into the Urban Outfitters, pick up a tee and just rock that, but whatever looks good in the moment, I think, for me. And if it's comfy, I'll just rock that. Mainly keep it simple, you know, straight jeans, simple tee, nice pair of trainers, you know, you're rocking, you're going.
For about 3-4 years now. It all kind of started off like when Asteroid Boys come around, like college time it was, and I seen that they were bringing more of the Beastie Boys kind of look, like an old school New York type hip hop fashion, and yeah, so I kind of got inspired with that really, and tested a few things out, and I thought, yeah, I could express myself more with clothes than other things. So started getting myself, I got my first pair of old school Vans, because they were big then. Yeah, I started doing that really, and just keeping the old hip-hop look going. I would always have a look at images of what people would wear back in the day, and I seen a lot of it was the old school Converse. Size brought back the old 70s original high top Converse, and just got a pair of them really, and whatever I would see people back in the day wearing, I would get. So more like Puma suedes, Adidas originals, Converse, and Vans really, pretty much. My recent pair was the Air Max 95s, really only because like it's that old look coming back to it, and they're the comfiest shoe I've ever like owned really. They're kind of like the trainers I used to wear when I was a kid, but no, yeah, I've got to say like my Air Max 95s, just for the comfort really.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years. You know, as you're becoming a teenager, the friendship groups you get into, you define your the person you're going to be in your style at that point in life. I think, you know, a lot of my friends were getting into trainers, and especially Vans at that point. So they were wearing Vans, and I bought my first pair, and I just from then on, I've been, you know, in love with the brand. They've been a very loyal servant to my feet. You know, I like the simplicity of them, and the fact that, you know, they're just very comfy, and they can go with anything that you want to wear at the time, whether you're going with trackies and a hoodie or you want to go, you know, kind of smart. They'll work. Favourite pair ever is probably my first ever pair of Vans, just normal black and white old schools. I wore them into the ground. They were brilliant. I don't know what else there is really. the music I listen to is very sort of inspirational in the way that I sort of dress and the shoes I wear. You know, the way I dress kind of does show the type of music I'm into, and then the shoes go with that. And you know, I see sort of bands I listen to, whatever, wearing these shoes, and I think, you know, they're nice. I want to try them. I want to wear them. I want them to be mine.
I've always liked buying clothes and putting effort into what I wear and stuff. But it's it's something that always kind of changes, and I think that fashion and music are two things that go in hand a lot, especially nowadays. If you're into music, it's not just music, especially with the effect of social media and stuff now. There's always elements of fashion and other things and cultures and lifestyle that come with your music interests. So I think that's always been something that's influenced me as well. A lot of celebrities or music artists doing, you know, trainer collaborations with brands like Nike and Adidas. So I think that's always been something that's influenced my fashion interest, is, you know, my cultural interests and the music that I listen to, which is why it's actually changed quite a lot over the years. It kind of tends to change, I think, with the time of year it is. I've always kind of been more into runner style trainers and stuff, as opposed to kind of bulky high tops and stuff like that. My favourite pair that I own at the moment, Adidas have just released a new sort of model, the Aniki, which is kind of, they've mixed in a really sort of retro runner look into it, but they've applied a lot of their modern technologies, like the boost technology and stuff, into it, and kind of given it a sleek, sort of up-to-date modern look. I've got a grey pair of those, one of the first colourways that released. I'd say they're my favourite at the moment because I'm really kind of into retro aesthetics and stuff at the moment with trainers. So I'd say they're my favourite pair at the moment, and I think Adidas are going to do a lot with them as well, which is going to be exciting.